Today, we're diving deep into something super powerful: somatic manifestation and how your body can be a guide to creating the life you want. So, let's get into it and start unlocking your body's magic. Welcome to the Mindful Introvert podcast. I'm Joe, your guide from mindfulintrovert.com, on a mission to inspire and empower you. As an inner peace and abundance coach, I'll help you slow down, trust your intuition, and explore spirituality for a more peaceful life. Ready to be empowered? Let's dive into today's episode and embark on your journey to self-discovery and fulfillment. Are you feeling stuck and ready for a change? Imagine stepping into your full power, embracing your feminine energy, and feeling truly aligned with your purpose. I'd love to invite you to my free masterclass, Awaken Your Inner Goddess. Transform from stuck to empowered. In just one powerful session, we'll dive deep into somatic manifestation and empowerment practices designed to help you release blocks, boost confidence, and unlock your inner goddess. If you're ready to awaken this part of yourself, join me on the 12th of December at 7 p.m. UK time. Reserve your spot using the link in the show notes, and let's get you on the path to freedom and flow. See you there. You may have heard of manifestation before, especially if you're a follower of mine for a while, but somatic manifestation takes it a step further. It's all about feeling into your desires and using your body to connect with them deeply. And we often think about manifesting from our minds, from a more rational and more logical approach. But our bodies have a very powerful role to play too. So imagine your body as a compass guiding you towards what truly aligns with you. And that is part of the somatic manifestation beauty. Basically, somatic manifestation is about using our body's wisdom. I would say maybe our intuition, maybe even movement and energy centers to help us attract what we want. And obviously the word somatic relates to the body. So using your body, using your senses, connecting to your physiology, your body language, your body sensations, everything. And is manifesting through feelings, intuition, and embodied energy. So unlike just traditional manifestation techniques, somatic manifestation invites you to tune in to your physical sensations and let your body lead the way. And when you can really listen to what's happening inside in your body, you start to connect to what feels authentic. So this way, we manifest from a place of truth, not just wishful thinking, because a lot of the times our unconscious mind knows best, not always, but a lot of the times it knows best, especially when it's in tune with maybe spirituality or maybe your higher self, and has those good core values, and you just respect it. You listen to your intuition and you listen to what your body is telling you. So it feels very, very authentic, and it's not from the shoulds and the wants that the ego sometimes has. So is letting go of the ego. But before letting go of the ego is befriending and soothing the ego. That is super important. And then you can let go of that part of the rational brain and connect to the energy and transmute it. Transmuting energy is super powerful. So many of our thoughts and our beliefs are stored in our body. We have a lot of traumas and a lot of stuck energy, and not just the mind. So is really a physical awareness that can give us access to deeper levels of insight. So when you connect mind and body, you are truly in tune and with yourself and with your whole being. You're not just acting with those 10%, 5% of your rationality, and you're truly embodying and listening and understanding what your true being wants, your higher self wants for you. And sometimes this can be classified as shadow work because it's not very easy, but is bringing to the light some aspects of your being that have been in the dark. So it can be very rewarding work, but it can be tough work as well. This is not to say that in order for you to manifest your desires, you need to be completely healed and have zero traumas. No, that's not it, especially because we're always manifesting. We're literally every millisecond we are manifesting, whether that is bad, whether that is good. The universe really cannot understand bad or good. That's just subjective to our minds. What the universe understands is frequencies, vibrations, wavelengths of energy. And so that is what we can control to a degree, and we can at least have our own energy be matching the frequency that we want to attract into our lives. So the frequency of love, the frequency of clarity, frequency of purpose, frequency of gratitude. All of that is going to raise our vibrations and make us feel much better, make us feel much more attractive and magnetic to others, and it's going to attract more opportunities to our life as well. So, like I said, we have a lot of stored energy and emotions in our body. So this is why this body matters in manifestation, and we really need to pay attention to somatics because we need to do it more often. Sometimes we do it without even realizing, but we definitely need to do it more often because our bodies really hold on to those past experiences, those emotions, and even generational patterns. So it's really that unprocessed emotional baggage that can block or really distort our ability to attract what we want. So we want to have our energetic centers completely cleared and free-flowing, and we want to raise our vibration so that we can be easier magnet to and more effortless magnet to what we desire. And by releasing this stored tension and past emotions, you are clearing the path for these new energies and new opportunities to flow in. So it's like, I don't know if this analogy really works because maybe I'm not that old to understand how radio works, or maybe not that smart and intelligent to really understand how radio works. But if you think of having like a dirty antenna, or maybe not positioned to the right part of the satellite or whatever it is that catches the vibrations and the frequencies, you're not going to get a clear signal. So you really need to be like specific and straight to the point when it comes to manifesting, and you can use your body to do so. So let's just understand how the body signals really help to identify those authentic desires. So these body signals, I like to call them as symptoms. And even if you're talking about anxiety, if you're talking about overwhelm, it's definitely possible to gain clarity and awareness from that. Usually we freak out, right? So if we have like a panic attack, or if we have like something in our body, tension, pain, something that we want to avoid, we are going to not want to deal with it, and we are leaving it unprocessed. And that is going to make us feel stuck even more and make it perpetuate even more in our body, because it starts to accumulate tension. And it's almost like you're snoozing every day that alarm. So the anxiety alarm is those symptoms of those panic attacks that show you that you are living out of alignment with your true self, your true entity, your true essence, and something needs to change. Something is not right. And I can tell you that my experience when I was a biomedical scientist working at the hospital, I would get home, especially during and after that time of COVID, I would get home and have massive panic attacks. And my brain, my ego would tell me, there's nothing wrong, everything is fine, I'm safe, my health is okay, I have a good job, a good career, good progress, I have financial stability, I'm buying my house, I bought my house, and then everything is lining up. But that was my ego talking because I was truly not happy in that relationship that I was in. I just bought the house because I thought that's what the next logical step looked like. And I then decided that I needed to quit my job because it wasn't working for me. It was leading me to burnout. And my true passion lied in helping people, coaching them, guiding them through burnout and really achieving that empowerment. So I needed to do that for myself, let go of the shoulds, let go of the ego, but process it and acknowledge that those signals, those symptoms in the body, they have wisdom. So we really need to release that stored tension and emotions, cut the cords. I have a meditation on cord cutting as well. Just message me on Instagram and I'll send it to you. Is really good. You can also look up on YouTube, just Google cord cutting, and I'm sure you'll find lots of resources that are very good. So every day, just cut the cords because we're constantly creating these bonds with people, these interactions, and it's really taking in that energy. Many times we're empaths, so we take on other people's energies. So we really need to cut those cords. And so we often think that we might want something, but it just doesn't sit right. So these symptoms, they can tell us a lot of things. Have you ever been in a relationship and you enjoyed spending time with this person? It was all nice, but you knew in the back of your mind that, maybe not in the back of your mind, maybe literally in your gut, your intuition was telling you, there's something here. I don't think this is my person. And you didn't listen to it. And then it led up to a very terrible breakup. Well, I clearly just told you the story. I knew deep down that this was not my relationship. This was not my person. And I kept on going. But I knew that it didn't sit right with me. So listening to those feelings, that the tightness, whether it's ease or expansion, whenever I'm dancing, so I'm dancing bachata and salsa and a lot of Latin rhythms, whenever I'm dancing, I feel expansive. I feel in the moment and nothing else matters. Nothing else even exists. So that can really help you to tell you that you're on the right track and you're working in alignment with your true essence. So it's really understanding those gut feelings and your body talking. And somatic manifestation is about tuning into those subtle cues as well and using that, processing that energy, even doing energy transmutation, so that you can manipulate and really transmute and change that energy into something that you desire. And it sounds a little bit vague, but once you get guidance on this, it becomes much more clearer. So how do you really start tuning into your body signals for somatic manifestation? So a very, very quick awareness practice is a body scan. I actually have a meditation here on the podcast. It was one of the very early on episodes. I may have to just redo it and maybe even launch it as a bonus or something. Just brainstorming as I'm recording this. But yeah, do a body scan meditation. And this is just a simple way to just start practicing. Just takes a few minutes to breathe and really check in from head to toe. So this is, I'm not sure if you know, but you know that filter on TikTok that people were doing, that is basically a line that just literally scans from the top of your head all the way down to the screen. So if you imagine you have a line going from the top of your head all the way through your body to the very, just the toes, you can feel and sense any tension, any sensations, any tingling, anything, and you're just in the present moment. That is an amazing grounding practice. So it's just noticing whether you feel tension, whether you feel relaxation or any other specific sensations. And it's about getting to know what's going on in your body and creating a sense of connection. It's almost like opening up your bridge of communication with your body to allow it to speak to you and send all of the alarms. Oh, I have a tension on my left shoulder. Okay, what does this mean? It means that I have been far too long in front of this computer. Oh, I have maybe like some numbing sensation in the back of my right knee. What does that mean? Oh, I don't know. So sometimes it's not about finding the meaning. Sometimes it pops up in your mind. But it's just about opening up that connection and that communication. That takes you a long, long way. And then it's practicing and sensing those desires you have, the things you want to manifest in your body. So if there's something that you'd like to manifest, you really need to pay attention how your body reacts when you think of it. If you're feeling light and expansive, or if you're maybe feeling tense and restricted. I remember that when I started being a coach, I knew that eventually I would have to do content creation. And being on camera on like Instagram was something that would make me feel tense and make me feel restricted. It would be literally like a knot in my throat and a heavy chest. And when I thought of doing podcasts, that was just voice, and I could do longer forms of podcast episodes, and that released the pressure, and it made me feel very light and very expansive, as if I'm just talking to a friend, which I believe I am. If you're listening to me, I love you, and I literally talk to you as if I am talking to a friend. And it makes me feel light, makes me feel expansive, makes me feel excited, energized. So it's really something that you need to pay attention to. The same with people. If you are around someone that makes you feel light and expansive, yes, that person is for you. But if you feel tense and restricted and heavy, that person might be weighing you down, metaphorically and sometimes actually in reality. So when you get that yes feeling, that alignment, usually it's like light and open or warm, cozy sensations. This can mean alignment. And if it's a no or a not sure, uncertainty, on and off, hot and cold, pay attention to it. It's often your body's way of guiding you away from what's not right. So you can use this for manifestation as well, because you can simulate this feeling. You can remember something that makes you feel light and expansive, and then immediately remember or envision or create an image in your mind of the things that you want to manifest, and you merge those emotions, you merge those sensations in your body, and basically you're anchoring, and this goes a lot with neurolinguistic programming as well, which I'm a master in, where you are conditioning yourself to feel a certain way and to bring that energy more just closer to you. So basically manifesting faster and better. So how can you make somatic manifestation part of your life? I already gave you a few ideas of how you can incorporate these tips on a daily basis, but just exploring a little bit more, I would say you really have to understand that body awareness, and you have to do it on a daily basis. Whether it's while you're brushing your teeth, you're just maybe doing a mindfulness exercise where you brush with your non-dominant hand and you're looking yourself in the mirror, and instead of telling yourself how ugly you are or how weird you look, now because I know that's what a lot of people do, you can really breathe in, connect to the present moment, and maybe do just some meditation in the morning or some gentle stretches or really breathing mindfully. That can really be helpful for you. And it's this connection. You're opening up. It's like you're learning a new language. You are slowly starting small, opening up this communication bridge with your body that it should be second nature, right? But a lot of people find very weird and foreign because they feel like, oh, I cannot have thoughts. I'm just connecting to my body. I cannot have thoughts. Well, you can, but that means you're unalive. You cannot just completely erase your thoughts forever or for 5 minutes or 10 minutes while you're meditating. If you can, amazing, great for you. If you cannot, don't worry, that's perfectly normal. You cannot just have a complete blank mind for that duration. Something will pop up. So it's your duty to bring yourself and your awareness back to your body, back to your breathing, back to your sensations. And I find that doing the body scan is something that is very easy to follow. And it has a certain structure. So you know, oh, top to bottom or bottom to top, whatever you prefer, you follow a certain rule. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes, the more connected you feel, the more aligned you feel, and the more grounds you have for optimal manifestation. So the second part of this is really trusting that body wisdom, trusting your intuition. And I feel like that is one of the problems of many, many people. They don't trust themselves. They don't trust their judgment. They don't trust their symptoms. They don't trust their intuition. Or maybe they don't even know how their intuition speaks to them. So it's a process of being in the silence with yourself, listening to your body, listening to whatever pops up. And the more you'll realize that your body holds so much more insight, you're just going to trust yourself even more, and you're going to find a lot of enjoyment in the process. So when we get out of our heads and connect with the body, it's just amazing how much clearer our path can become. Answers just start to arise and opportunities come to us. People that want to help us come to us. So it's really, really amazing how this works. So maybe just doing a little bit of a recap and some key takeaways. So we touched base on just the essentials of somatic manifestation, just using your body as a tool to sense alignment and to clear emotional blocks and to connect with what you really want. And just remember that manifesting isn't just about thinking, it's about feeling it in your body too. And you can visualize and you can do a lot of practices that make your manifestation journey much faster and much more aligned with what is truly right for you, not what you think you should be doing and should be having and should be. So if you find today's episode helpful, please share with a friend or tag me on social media at @TheWooWooScientist. I would love to hear how you're tuning into your body to manifest what you want. And in the next episode, we'll dive into how to work with your body's desires to create real change. So stay tuned. See you then. Thank you for joining me on the Mindful Introvert podcast. I hope you found inspiration to harmonize your mind, body, and spirit. If you're ready to explore your journey further, book a free inner peace assessment call with me at mindfulintrovert.com or use the link in the show notes. Together, we'll uncover the steps to manifest your dreams. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at the Woo Woo Scientist for daily tips and inspiration. Let's connect and continue this journey together.